Alright, what is up, guys? This is Super Noob 117 here, and as I said, I was going to be doing some more Marvel stuff. That was prior to my songs. I'm going to make a whole separate channel for that, and I'll update you guys when that's up. But yeah, anyway, this little episode that I'm going to do, or this little video, is going to be about X-Men movies that are planned or in planning. I'll also do one about other Marvel movies, but yeah. Alright, so this one is titled The Wolverine. It's a movie now in development intended to be a standalone film rather than a sequel to the 2009's X-Men Origins Wolverine. All they've cast so far is Hugh Jackman, but he's going to be playing Logan or Wolverine as he has in the past technically 5 movies. Other characters, there's going to be Mariko, who I'm not 100% sure on. I didn't really read too much of the Wolverine comics or anything like that. Like, I'm only 15 right now, so and I haven't really gotten into really reading comics except for this past year. So then there's also going to be the Silver Samurai, so that's pretty cool. They talk quite a bit about development. I just wanted to read out a couple parts. Oops, my bad. Let's see. During one of the end credit scenes from X-Men Origins Wolverine, Logan is seen drinking at a bar in Japan. That's basically where this is going to take place. It's probably going to follow off of that. Yeah, I don't really have that much else to say about it. I mean, it looks cool. Hugh Jackman added that another Wolverine film would be a follow-up rather than continuing on the X-Men The Last Stand, which was X-Men 3. So no continuation on that X-Men line yet, but one second. Excuse me, guys, sorry about that. But they haven't really said anything about continuing on that X-Men line, which I'm kind of sad about because I like that line, and I thought they could have, I mean, it wasn't great, but I enjoyed it. Let's just keep it at that. But the inclusion of Deadpool and Gambit also leads to possibilities of their own spin-offs. So yeah, a lot of this other stuff is just kind of boring talk about who's going to be directing it and stuff like that. But other X-Men movies, I'm going to talk about X-Men First Class, X-Men First Class 2, which they're not sure if it's actually going to happen. I don't think. In 2010, 20th Century Fox announced that it is envisioned X-Men First Class as the first leg of a second X-Men trilogy. So they're going to try and do a whole trilogy off of the First Class story, which I thought was good because X-Men First Class was an amazing movie, and I think this is going to be, because here's a slow spoiler. It'll only take 10 seconds starting, mute your computers starting now. Alright, at the end of X-Men First Class, you did see Professor X in the wheelchair, and how he said he's going to be starting the school. So that's basically probably what this movie is going to be about. Alright, you guys are probably unmuted by now, but yeah. I don't really have much to say about that other than who's already in it. In 2011, X-Men First Class director Matthew Vaughn speculated that a sequel could be set in the latter part of the 1960s, where you've got the Stones, the Beatles, Flower Power, and yeah. So 60s music's not exactly what I'm happy about, but yeah. So yeah. Right here it kind of says that they see something changing between Charles Xavier and kind of making him closer to the character played by Patrick Stewart in the original trilogy. So what I see going on right here is it's going to be kind of like a Star Wars event where there's going to be the original trilogy and then they're going to make a second trilogy which is going to be based off of that. X-Men Origins Deadpool, and it says X-Men 4. I have not clicked on that before, but I'll go into that in a second as well. X-Men Origins Deadpool is a movie now in development as a spin-off of X-Men Origins Wolverine. It will be produced by 20th Century Fox and Marvel Studios. Ryan Reynolds is slated to return in a complete exploration of the character, his origins, blah 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 blah. The movie is planned for 2013 and or 2014. They're not 100% sure. But the synopsis is, Wade Wilson, a mutant mercenary with superhuman speed who is given healing abilities, optic blast, teleportation abilities, and technopathy. I can't say it right, but you know. Through a genetic alteration experiment run by the Weapon 11 program, emerges as an indestructible, semi-sane anti-hero. All they've got for the cast is Ryan Reynolds as Wade Wilson / Deadpool. These images are off because they were like 2011 images. They were made because in June of 2010, Robert Rodriguez... Well, actually, this started back in 2004. They were going to make this Deadpool movie way back then, but something happened and they just never did it. And then in June of 2010, Robert Rodriguez was approached to direct the Deadpool movie, but he turned it down for Spy Kids 4, which is bull. But at the same time, I don't want the guy who's doing Spy Kids 4 to be making my Deadpool movie. Undeveloped X-Men projects. X-Men Origins Magneto they've talked about, possibly. They've talked about an Emma Frost, a Storm, a Mystique, a New Mutants, a Gambit movie. But the Gambit movie they're pretty sure is probably going to be going into productions. So that's pretty cool. And X-Men 4. That's what I wanted to get to. X-Men 4 is the tentative title of the sequel of X-Men Last Stand, now in development. So it is in development. I did not know that. At a Fox Blu-ray press event in Beverly Hills in September 2009, Lauren Schuler Donner confirmed that there are plans for a fourth outing for the X-Men. However, she stressed that it has yet to be pitched to the studio. So they're not even sure if that's going to happen or anything like that. But yeah, I want to click on New Mutants. Just go over this for a second. New Mutants, this is also has not been given to anyone yet. But Gambit seems like they're going to be making Gambit. They're going to be making Deadpool. They're possibly going to be making X-Men 4. And there's definitely going to be a full trilogy for X-Men First Class. So yeah, the next video will be about just other Marvel movies in general. Peace.